All right, welcome to Real Estate Gist with Modesty. You're welcome. Let's know where you are watching from. Tell us your name and your location. Good to have you here again. So let's know your name and your location. So write where you are watching from, your name, your location. Real Estate Gist with Modesty. I'm going to be sharing with you something very, very amazing today on untapped real estate opportunities for you. All right, so let's know your name and your location. Your name, your location. So do it to let us know your name and your location. And don't forget to share this video, share the link, share the live session. Let your friends, your family, your well-wishers share this video with them. Let them join and learn real estate opportunities for them. So write your name and your location, where you are watching from. This is Real Estate Gist with Modesty, and I remain your favorite writer, Emeke Modesty Obiazikwo, committed to showing you how to build wealth and how to build your home, how to build sustainable investment through real estate. As we usually, as our slogan is, we don't just sell land, we sell peace of mind. So in Modesty Real Estate, we are committed to selling peace of mind. Are you there? You are committed to selling peace of mind. We don't just sell lands, we sell peace of mind. So our work is simple. We connect you with real estate opportunities that can guarantee your return. So I'm doing all of this to introduce this class. Do it to write your name and your location as we go right into what we are teaching today. Real Estate Gist with Modesty. Your name and your location. We just have a few minutes for this educative moment. All right, what the essence of this whole gist is to be able to bring you insights that will help you grow your real estate portfolio without any risk. So our aim is usually to bring you investment opportunities and knowledge that can guarantee those opportunities without any risk. So today I'm going to be sharing with you untapped real estate investment opportunities for you. Untapped real estate investment opportunities for you. What exactly are those opportunities and why are they untapped? So we're going to look at that today. All right, the 30 real estate investment opportunities that are untapped for you. Real estate investment opportunities untapped for you. So are you ready? Hope you are ready for this amazing time. All right, amazing time. All right, so now when you hear real estate, what comes to your mind? The first thing that comes to your mind is buying and selling land. All right, the first thing that comes to your mind is buying and selling land. So real estate has to do with lands and landed properties. The average man knows about real estate investment in the sense of you buy and you sell. So I don't think there is really anyone that is completely ignorant of what real estate is all about, in the sense of buying and selling lands. Starting with that, buy and sell. This is a major real estate investment. You definitely sell it. You sell it. You buy a property, you keep it for some time, then you sell it. So that's a major way to invest in real estate. Now, what do you consider in doing this? It's not every property that can give you the required return. It's not every property. Not in the name of say we are buying land. Let's just be buying lands. You not buy a land 10 years, 15 years, 3 years, you can't get 30% return. All right? So because you didn't consider certain factors, which I'm going to be sharing with you today. When it comes to buying and selling lands or landed properties, what are certain factors that you should put into play? All right. Number one is learn to buy cheap. Learn to buy cheap. You buy cheap and sell high. That means that you can look out for distressed lands and land in the sense of buying and selling. So you buy the property at a very low price, then you sell at a standard price. So one way to guarantee return in buying and selling land is buy cheap, sell high. Buy cheap, sell high. You learn to buy cheap and you sell high. You buy cheap and you sell high. So place priority on buying properties that are low, that are distressed. And how do you now get those distressed properties? That's why you need a realtor. You need a real estate company. For instance, we have several persons that do reach out to us when they want to sell their property, when they have a distress need for money and they are ready to sell at almost, sometimes they are ready to sell even less than half of the price. All right, so working with a real estate company or a realtor can help you take advantage of these distress offers. So they reach out to us and we share these properties to our investors, and at the end everybody is happy. The person that is in distress need of money is happy, then the buyer is very, very happy because he's able to buy a property at a low price. He's able to buy a property at a low price. So one way to guarantee this is to buy cheap, sell high. All right. Another thing to consider in buying and selling land and landed properties is consider the developmental factor. So there's this slogan that we usually say, buy the bush, own the city. Buy the bush, own the city. Now, don't in the name of buying the bush, buy a bush that will remain a bush for 10, 15 years. Because if you buy the bush and you didn't consider the rate of development there, you definitely are not going to get guaranteed return. You're not going to get guaranteed return. All right. So when we say buy the bush, there are certain factors that you must consider. Factors like the access road, factors like companies close to the location, factors like government activities, factors like lights. What is the proximity of lights to the location? What is the proximity of commercial activities to the location? Because the more once there is a tiled road, there is a good access road, there is a high probability of developing the property. And if there is a school, for instance, that is nearby, maybe a tertiary institution, it can be a very thick bush. The more the school is growing, definitely development will get to the location. So those are some factors that you consider what is called developmental factor. So when it comes to buying to resell, to tap into that opportunity, you have to consider the developmental factor. You have to consider the location of the property. How is the location developing? What is the rate of development? That is why you notice in some locations, once they award the road, lands there get escalated. For instance, in Ibadan currently, we have Olonda that was once selling for 400, 500,000. Now it is very difficult to get a land for 2 million naira because they are currently tying the road in that same location in less than 2 years. It's very difficult to get a land of 2 million naira in less than 2 years. In less than 2 years, from 600,000 to 2 million. Why? Because of the access road, the street light that they are working on. So those are key things you consider. We also have a location like Monia in Ibadan that it has close proximity to University of Ibadan, IITA, Institute of Tropical Africa, all right, IITA, then the dry seaports. Many of those locations are strategic in the city of Ibadan. So if you are buying any land, for instance, in Monia currently, you know you are buying the future of Ibadan. And in this location, we have several estates that we have for you. For instance, one of those estates, as of September last year, it was selling for 600,000. You know what? By November, it was increased from 600 to 960,000 naira in that Monia location. There is an update in the same estate that is about to be increased from 960,000 to 1.2 million naira. So in like 1 month from now, it's going to be selling for 1.2 million naira. Notice, that means in less than 1 year, the price has doubled. From September to March, the price has doubled. Why? Because it's not just a bush, it is a bush with it's the right bush. Let me put it that way. So there's a place of buying the right bush. There's a place of buying the right bush. There's a place of buying the right bush. So that's what you consider in buying the city, in buying the bush. So buying and selling is a major way to invest in real estate, right? You buy, you keep it for a short time, then you sell. Now, let me share with you the amazing part of this buying and selling. Real estate in Nigeria has come to a place whereby you can now get great return for a property that you are still paying for. Now, that estate I was sharing with you, that I was selling for 600,000, we have our subscribers that got for that price, and they are paying as much as 1 year, 2 years. As much as 1 year, 2 years. 1 year, 2 years. Now, that estate is going to 1.2 million naira, and they are still paying. So, they will never, ever, 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 ever. They will never, ever, 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 ever. We can keep adding the ever and the ever, ever, ever what? They will never, ever, ever be able to count their return. Because if they pay it for 2 years, if they pay it for 2 years, if they pay it for 2 years, you will notice that for that 2 years, they have gotten ×3 of the land. ×3 of the land. Why they are still paying their 600,000? Imagine buying the land for 600,000, you are paying for 3 years. And when you finish paying, the land is 3 million. That is the amazing part when it comes to real estate investment in Nigeria. So it gives you the opportunity to buy and pay small while making huge profit. So you buy, you pay in installments, and you make huge profit. That is one major untapped real estate opportunity that you should take advantage of. What makes the difference is just a down payment. It's the down payment that makes the difference. If only you can just make a down payment, then you'll be able to secure your slot in that particular price. So one way to guarantee that is buy the right location. Location is key in buying and selling. Then another opportunity I'm going to share with us today, apart from buying and selling, is under renters. All right? Now I'm going to share this with us. Part of our work at Modesty Real Estate is property management. We help people to manage their properties. We help people to manage their buildings. We have different shotlets that we are managing. During the week, we have some of them that were booked in Ibadan, and we just send the person the money, quite a huge sum just for 2 days, almost 200,000. And of course, when we manage your property, all you need to be doing is to be collecting the money. You don't have business with how the client will come. You don't have business with how the client will use the facility. That is our work. You will just be getting alert. That is why you need a facility manager like Modesty Real Estate. All right. So when it comes to that, there is one major one I want to share with us, which is shortlets. Not just buying to rent out. This is a major untapped real estate investment opportunity that you should consider. How that you can buy a property, then give it to a reputable company like Modesty Real Estate to manage for you and be getting money from it every day. You can be getting money from it every day. And this is one aspect of real estate that is untapped, in the sense that you can, currently in Ibadan, there is a high demand for it, for shortlet. Because many persons come to Ibadan for business, and they don't really want to stay for a long time. So they want a place they can stay 1 week, 1 month, stay for some months, and they want it like a home, furnished with all the facilities. So in that sense, shortlet will be the best option, because they are not staying for a long time. So if you are thinking of the right real estate investment to do, it is investing in shortlets, whereby you furnish an apartment, and of course, then you give it to a facility managing company like Modesty Real Estate to manage it for you. We drive traffic to the location, we get the right persons to stay there, and you get your alerts daily. As long as they are lodging there, you keep getting your money. And so the money you can make from shortlet in 1 month or 2 months, the money you make in rentage, normal one per annum rentage in 1 year, you can make it from shortlet in 1 month. Because this is really untapped. You can make millions as long as it is in a strategic location with the necessary facilities, and you have the right company like Modesty Real Estate managing it for you. Your return is guaranteed. You know the good part? You don't need to own a house to run a shortlet. Does that shock you? Yes. You don't need to own a house to run a shortlet. All you need to do is to lease a house. We have some from our clients that what they do is that they look for a strategic location. They lease a building like 5-10 years, and they furnish it for a shortlet. So you can actually lease a house for a long period of time if you don't have the money to buy, because shortlet is always is better located in strategic locations that it may seem expensive to buy properties. So you can actually lease a property there for 5 to 10 years, furnish the property, and start getting your money every day. So short let is one untapped real estate investment opportunity that you should consider. But you say, I don't have the money even for lease. That is why there is what is called putting your money together with other investors. You can actually put your money together with other investors, put this money together, get an apartment, furnish it for a short let. So one major real estate investment opportunity is short let, not just building to rent out. No, it's short let. Then another I want to emphasize is commercial property. I know you know the normal residential property. You buy a property, you rent it out. You know, you're going to spend a lot of years before you get the money back, man. Imagine buying a property for 20 million and the rental value is 2 million per annum. That is even a lot. Let's say 1 million per annum for a property you bought for 20 million. 1 million per annum. That is the next 20 years before you can get the money used to buy it. But if you are using it for short let, you can get your 20 million back in less than 5 years. Yes, with the right property manager like Modesty Real Estate or Mr. Modesty, you can get it in less than 5 years. So you see that short let is a major investment opportunity that you should consider. Another is commercial property. You know, I personally love commercial property as an investment opportunity in the sense that it gives you huge return. It gives you huge return and it is less cost effective to build. It is less cost, even if it's a mall you want to get, or it's a set of shops or complexes you want to build, it's always less cost effective, especially if you are working with the right company. So if you're thinking of investing in real estate, invest in commercial real estate. Just a matter of looking for a land in a strategic location to build a mall, to build a set of complexes, or to build shops and just be getting your money yearly. And in a building that can contain 2 flats, for instance, can contain 30 or 20 shops up and down. So with that 20 shops, you can get almost times 10 or times, of a minimum of times 5 of what you would have gotten in the 2 flats. And the cost of building the 20 shops, funny enough, may not be up to the cost of building the 2 flats. So you see that commercial real estate, it gives you huge return and it is cost effective. So it's really what you should consider. It's one untapped real estate investment opportunity that every investor should consider. Untapped real estate investment opportunity that every investor should consider. All right. So when it comes to investing in real estate, consider buy and sell. I've already explained that. As we start rounding up, consider buy and sell. Consider the short let, not just normal renters. Then consider the commercial real estate. All right. Then to wrap up this whole gist, which I'll give you the opportunity to ask questions. I got a message some days back. That was 3 days ago. Someone saw one of our adverts about real estate, and the person commented. I'm going to be quoting him. Say, I have money to invest in real estate. How am I sure they are not going to take the land from me? That was the question. And it's a sincere question. I laughed and I said, I understand your fears. I understand why you should be afraid that somebody will take the land from you. But I keep sharing with you that the solutions. Welcome back to Real Estate Gist with Modesty. Sorry for that interruption. So as I was saying before, someone asked me a question. I have some money to invest in real estate. What is my confidence that they are not going to take the land from me? And I said I'm going to emphasize that in the next episode of Real Estate Gist with Modesty next week. The possible fears in real estate and how to allay the fears, the solution to those fears, how to allay it, all right? But majorly, when it comes to real estate investment, we usually tell people we can give you 100% guarantee because we cannot sell a property we cannot buy. It's as simple as that. If I can't put my money in that property, I can't sell it to you. That is our company policy. Because it's not all about money. Land is something that's going to stay forever because our reputation matters more than the return, all right? So there are key things that you look out for. The major thing is working with the right real estate company. I'm just going to explain that. Then next week we'll look at other things. Working with the right real estate company. Because you may not have all the time, you may not have all the knowledge, you may not have all the required experience for real estate investment. But with the right real estate company or with the right director, they bring in their experience, their knowledge, they bring in their experience, their knowledge into the investment. They bring in their experience and knowledge into the investment, in such a way that you don't need to stress yourself. In fact, working with the right realtor, all you need is your money. We usually tell our investors, all you need is your money. You don't need to stress yourself with background check. You don't need to stress yourself with, is the property genuine? You don't need to stress yourself with who is selling. As long as it is true Modesty Real Estate, you are guaranteed. All right. So that is one major way. The same way when you want to buy a car, you use a mechanic. When you want to when you're not feeling fine and you don't use the power of God, you can use a doctor or see a pharmacist, right? So when you want, there's a place of specialists for anything. So don't, in the name of saying, is it not just land? Let's just buy the land now. It's my friend that that is selling it. Okay, don't do that. Let me round off with this story. Last week I had an experience I was trying to handle of one of my clients that had a property. Of course, we were not involved in the purchase of the property. He said the father bought the property, the father bought the land from the father's friend. All right? And the father did not do the necessary check because it's my friend. So just bought the land and they started building. And they built a lot on it already. They've done borehole. So they contacted us to sell the property. And as our manner is, we have to do background check. In doing the background check, we submitted the survey. And we now realize that the property is under acquisition. It's government land. Imagine that kind of loss. Because a man made a mistake. We have to pull out. We have to pull out the from first deal because we can't sell a property that is government land. Because they may not come for it today. It can be 10 years, it can be 15 years, it can be 20 years. Definitely they will come for it because it's not free. It's under acquisition. What is popularly known as government land. Alright? So except you apply for acquisition and many other things involved. So I have to advise the client that don't make such mistakes. Now the client is in a state of regret. He has spent millions on the property. Not just the one he spent in buying the land, only to discover now it's government land and there is nothing he can do. I'm saying this to say that don't buy land based on your relationship alone. There are necessary things you need to bring in. You need to bring in an expert. It's better to spend extra 5% or 10%, for instance, to pay a rental, for instance, or depend on the rental you are working with, than to lose millions because you are buying it from your friend or your grandfather or your brother and you didn't do the necessary check. So I'm saying this to say that when it comes to real estate investment, one major thing that you need is the right real estate company. All right? Thank you for watching. If there's any question, do where to ask, do where to comment on the video, or let's know where you are watching from. And remember to share this real estate gist with Modesty. Let me know if you got value when you watch this video. You can write the comment of what you learned, what you got from this video. So let's know if you got any value and do where to share. All right, until I see you again in the next episode, remember my name remains Emeke Modesty Obiasikwo, the CEO of Modesty Real Estate Ltd, where we are committed to building homes and building sustainable real estate investment. Remember, we don't just sell lands, we sell peace of mind. If we cannot buy it, we cannot sell it. That's our stand. If it's not good enough for us, it's not good enough for our investors. So looking for the right real estate company to invest in, to invest through, Modesty Real Estate is there for you. And looking for the right location to invest in, I can't forget to say this, Ibadan is there for you. I know the number of estates that are relocating from Lagos to Ibadan, because there are no more lands in Lagos. Ibadan is now one of the fastest developing city currently when it comes to real estate in Ibadan. Many persons are relocating to build, relocating to rent properties, relocating to buy lands. The development is so high. So anywhere you are in Nigeria and you want to invest, consider investing in Ibadan. And when you think of investing in Ibadan or Lagos, then think of Modesty Real Estate. We are available. We are here to help you. We are here to ensure that your money work for you. Remember, landlords grow rich in their dream. Thank you for watching. See you again in the next episode of Real Estate Gist with Modesty. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.